wanted to do a quick video of how I do my highlighting and contouring using all Younique products. I started off with the Glorious Face and Eye Primer. I love, love, love this stuff. It's amazing. It makes your skin feel like silk and just makes your makeup go on super smooth. It kind of fills in all your little fine lines, and basically if you went to paint a wall, it's just the perfect primer. You don't want to paint a red wall white without putting some primer on. It's kind of the same thing. I never believed in primer until I started using this. Now I absolutely love it. So, get that all over your face. And then I start with my BB Flawless. I use cream for my highlight. And I love that the tip is like that. It makes it really easy to apply. So you're going to apply under your eyes. And you want to do a triangle. That way you don't just get that raccoon eye. A lot of people put their concealer on just where their dark circle is. You don't want to do that. You want to really highlight that area, bring out your cheekbones. Highlight the bridge of your nose. That's where you can make your nose narrower or refine the tip, however you want to do that. Bring it in under your jaw. And then in your forehead. If you have a large forehead, you don't want to take that up very high. If you have a smaller forehead, you can bring it up further. Mine is not super small, so I don't take mine up very far. And then right above your lip, a lot of women get that dark shadow there under their nose, and it kind of looks like you have a mustache. You don't want that. So even if you wax every day, for some reason we get that dark shadow there. So, okay, now your contour. I use Carob, which is actually our darkest color in the BB cream. Then you're going to go in and frame your face just really quickly. Create depth all the way around. Right under your lip, that'll make your lip pop and really bring it out. The sides of your nose. Be careful not to use too much here because you don't want to muddy up the bridge of your nose where it all just looks dark. You can, this is where you can kind of play around with what shape you're wanting to create. I hate my nose, so I spend a little more time here. Okay. And then this is my absolute favorite part of contouring. It really just makes your cheek pop. So you want to kind of smile. Like a weird smile. Nobody smiles like that, but you know what I mean. When you kind of purse your lips, you see that line it creates there? You just want to define that. Kind of bring it into a Nike swoosh type shape. And there you go. Now you've got all that on. You look all kinds of crazy. Go ahead and take your before picture because you're going to love the outcome. Now I go in with my Younique foundation brush. Love this. And you're just going to kind of like slightly blend in the dark area. You don't have to be super careful. Just trying not to blend it too much with the lighter area. And then kind of smear that in. You can bring it down into your neck a bit. My favorite is when my husband sees me doing this. He always says I'm putting on my Halloween makeup. He thinks I look crazy, but he doesn't seem to mind how it looks after the fact, I guess. Mama needs a little help sometimes. Okay. And then you can just kind of go through and blot any excess. Bring that into your, my hairline kind of goes back right there. You can kind of bring that in there, fill that in. Okay. Bring it into your temple. If you have a little recession there, you can fill that in. There's that. Now, I'm going to go in with your concealer brush. This is actually not a Younique brush, but we do have an amazing concealer brush. I just, for some reason, can't find it right now. So, I'm going to use this for the bridge of my nose. Just go in, tap that through. Bring it up into your forehead a bit. Highlight that brow bone. So my favorite area on the highlight is right under the eye and bringing that down into the cheek. I think that makes the biggest difference. If that's all you have time for, that area and right there, it makes all the difference. I tell you, it's amazing. So make sure you get that really well right under the eye. And I even bring it onto my eye. Sometimes it creates a really nice base coat for your eyeshadow. And then above the lip, under the nose. And you can bring that over on the side of your nose a bit. Kind of narrow. Create a narrow nose. Okay. Your chin. Right there in your jawbone. Now, the question I've gotten a lot with my before and after pictures is how do you bring this to the end result? How do you blend it? How do you get it not to look crazy? You don't want to see contour lines. Nobody likes that. That's not going to look pretty. You don't want everybody to know your secrets. Okay, so this is where, let me grab my brush. Your powder puff brush comes in. I love this brush. It's the best. Now, you're going to start in the highlighted area, and you're just going to make circles and work your way out to the contour. It just creates the perfect blend. It's really easy. The reason you want to start in the highlight is you don't want to muddy up the lighter area. Light goes into dark and it blends a lot nicer. Whereas if the dark goes into the light, you're going to have a mess on your hands and you're going to basically erase all the work you just did. See how nicely that blends? Go into your eye area. Again, just circles. Work your way down. It's really easy. I mean, once you get the hang of it, this video will probably seem a little long just because I'm explaining it, but you can really get this done pretty quickly. Traditionally, if I'm just, at home with the kids or running errands or, not going to work, anything like that, or going anywhere special, like I said, I normally always do the lighter triangle under my eye because it just really gets rid of those dark circles, but I might just use my BB cream. I have my medium color in Honey, and I love that for just an all-over coverage. It's really lightweight. I'll set it with some powder foundation afterwards, and it just gives you a really nice coverage for every day without a lot of work. Okay. I apologize. My lighting in here is not very good, so we're in the middle of doing a bit of a bathroom renovation and it's not done yet, so sorry if I appear kind of yellow. Okay, so there's that. Your cream portion of your contour is all done. Yay. Okay, now the powder. I like personally to have the lightest in the darkest, and then my favorite blush. So I have my powder in Fierce. Look at that. I mean, that's the concealer powder. You get a lot in one container. I'm going to tap that in, and then you can go in with the blusher brush because it's got this angled tip. It's perfect. It works really well. Just tap that in your lid. Again, you go back to that area and you just kind of trace over the areas that you already did with that contour. Again, you don't have to be super precise. You've already created a good foundation for it. So you're just going in and kind of emphasizing what you've already done. You want to use the angled tip and work your way down like that. And then when you get to the bridge of your nose, I like to squeeze the brush tight so that you get a finer tip. In any of those smaller areas that you need a finer line to go. Emphasize around the chin. And I didn't mention, but if you have any blemishes, you would do that in the highlighting step with the cream. You would just kind of cover up those. Okay. So there's that. And then I go in with my lightest color of concealer in Fresh. Tap some into the lid. Typically, you might want to kind of like just brush your brush on your wrist a little bit just so you don't have that dark color in there. And again, go right back over the same areas. Brush that triangle shape. And then what's really nice, if you happen to get all three concealers, like the one that matches your skin and then the lightest and the darkest or whatever is appropriate for your skin tone, your medium tone, if you're kind of new to this and not quite as good at blending yet, sometimes I'll just go in and get a tiny bit on, just like, this actually isn't a Younique brush either, I apologize, but it's just a powder brush. And then you can just kind of like blend that line. Really easy. Be careful not to use much because you don't want to get rid of everything you just did. Bring that into your neck, and there you go. There is the contour, and then you're all ready to proceed, highlighting contour, sorry. You're all ready to proceed with the rest of your makeup. And then I love our blush. Oh my gosh. There we go. My two favorites are Stunning, which is kind of like a hot pink color, and then Seductive, which is really good for like your fall and winter months. But just for fun, I think I'm going to go with Stunning today. So, just get a little bit of that. And then your blush is just going to kind of go on the ball of your cheek. Right in there. Just kind of smile. Ugh. Okay, there we go. And I just kind of tap and work my way back up into that jawline. Do however much you want. And then whatever's left on my brush, I just kind of go back through, again, that contour area. And you're all done. And then you can proceed with your eyeshadow, of course your 3D lashes, and I like to fill in my eyebrows because they are sparse. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you go order all this amazing stuff and try it for yourself because you're absolutely going to love it. Thanks.